We are finally on the video that I've been waiting for a long time. It's the end of the Unit 1, Week 12. And we're ready to show you what you've been missing. Our magnetic letter board has been our friend, and we've been adding to it a lot of letters, of magnetic letters. And what we've done is make the sound and the letter name to really focus on putting them on this frame you see up here. Now the old one, it was a piece of laminating. This one is already on the board, so it doesn't move, it doesn't tear, wrinkle. So now we're going to go over the letters that we already know, and we are going to practice our letters and sounds. And we're going to put them in alphabetical order somewhere in there. Okay? So let's begin with A, apple. Ah. So I'm going to say A, ah. That is A, ah. B, b. That's this one here. B, b. C, k. C, k. We have D, d. D, d. The vowel also besides A is E, E. We have F. Okay. Now we're going to this letter, and this letter is the letter G. So we kind of got used to it by the way it's formed, but we don't write it that way. So it's G, G. Now I'm going to move these over because now I'm going to be with the second row, which is with G. I have H, H. Now I'm going to put these over here because now we have space for them. And this is getting very exciting. Here goes the vowel. I, itch, I. So here we go. I, I. I, I. Then we have J, J. J, J. We have K, K. K, K. And for the last of this second row is L, L, Our third row is very, very important. And we continue with M, M. M, M. And I hope you're repeating with me. Now we have N, N. N, N. And remember, the N is the yellow one because this one here is U and it's a pink one, just like the other three vowels you see here. Now let's go with the fourth vowel. O, A. O, A. Next one is P, P. P, P. We're going to skip this one in a few minutes. We'll get back. And we're going to this one, which is R, R. R, R. And the last one, S, 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 S. Now we're on the last row. Last row, everybody. Here we go. T, 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 t. This was the first letter we learned back in September. T, t. Now we have U, U, Then we have V, 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 V. W, 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 W. Before we were left on vacation, we did X, 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 X. I think this is upside down. Yep, it was. There you go. N, Y, 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 Y. Now these are the letters of this week, which completes our alphabet letters on the magnetic letter board. So this week's letter is Z, zebra, Z, and it's Z, Z, Z. So say Z, Z, right? And the last one, Q, U. Say it, Q, U. And this one has a qu sound, so it's Q, U, qu, Q, U, qu. And when we say these letters, we are making it possible to learn every single sound and every single name of the alphabet. Now I'm going to come back to this a little while, so I'm going to fold my little magnetic letter board, and I'm going to my Skywrite letter board. The importance of my Skywrite letter board is that I start practicing where I'm going to write the letter Z and where I'm going to write the letter Q for QU. So, this is our sky. This is the plane line. This is the grass line. This is the worm line. The letters of this week will not touch the sky. They will start both on the plane line, and one will stop on the grass line, but the other one will go down to the worm line. Ready? So let's do Z, zebra, Z. You start on the plane line going across, come down diagonal to the grass. That looks like a 7, right? But we're making the letter Z. And now, right on the grass, you go across on the grass line. Again, you start on the plane line, come down to the grass diagonal, and then go across the grass line. Again, you start on the plane line, you come down diagonally to the grass, and you go across the grass line. And that's Z, zebra, Z. But the other letter that we are going to do is Q. So Q is like P, right? But backwards. So you start on the plane line, you go around like a O. You're going to touch the grass and come back to the plane line. But now, when you make the line going straight to the worm, it's right here. So it looks like a big 9. But it's not a 9 because I do this, and now it's a Q. Let's do Q again, because this will do QU, but I want to do Q first. Okay, you already know about U. So you start on the plane line, go around. You see, you touch the grass and you come back up. Now, right here where you left, you're going to go down to the worm line and you're going to make a backwards check mark like this. Okay? Let's do it again. You start on the plane line, go around, touch the grass, come back up, to the plane line, and then make a straight line right there and make a check mark backwards. And that's Q for Q-U, queen, qua. All right? Now, let's make now Q-U. Ready? So, as we said, Q starts on the plane line, comes down to the grass, goes up to the plane line like the letter O. Now we're going to make a straight line going down to the worm line, and then we make a check mark. The U, you start on the plane line, go down to the grass, go up to the plane line, come down with a straight line. Now it says QU. Now it says QU. QU for what? Queen. QU for what? Question. QU for what? Quick. QU for what? Quiet. QU for what? Quite. QU for what? Quarter. QU for what? Quadruple. Okay, there are many words that start with QU. Many of them. So let's practice again. You start with a Q on the plane line, come down to the grass, go up to the plane line, come down in a straight line to the worm, and make a backwards check mark. Then you start with a U, starting on the plane line, coming down to the grass, go up to the plane line, and come down straight to the grass. And that's QU. Okay? Those are the letters of this week, and you need to practice this on your copy that you have laminated at home. Remember, if you don't practice, smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get.